It will not surprise you that the wind glider stuff is also very similar to Breath of the Wild. It is simply, while you are falling, hit the jump button again, and you can do a glide. It does also take your stamina to glide, so you gotta be careful about that. But it's pretty easy.
The sky.
I do love Stormterror's design. It's just so cool looking. Pretty good at the wind glider stuff for just learning it, huh?
How are you staying afloat like this with just a wind glider?
I'm preventing your fall with the power of 1,000 winds. Now, concentrate. See yourself grasping the wind. Harness its energy.
Is this a bullet hell?
Who said that?
It kind of is. Get him, Aether. Good thing that dragon didn't just turn around at any point and eat us.
Are you hurt?
You've actually got the power to go up against the dragon. Are you a new ally? Or a new storm?
Stormterror is attacking Mondstadt itself!
That's Kaya. He's also one of my husbands, and it took a lot to not react in that cutscene.
Kaya, Traveler, you've come at the right time. We must...
He's so pretty. Sorry.
Hold on, Amber. Are you perhaps forgetting to introduce us?
Kaya, we have other things going on right now.
Oh, right. This is Kaya, our cavalry captain.
I don't think Mondstadt has any horses, by the way. This is a running gag. Kaya is the cavalry captain, but there are several like spots where we should find horses in this game. I'll point them out later. That just just aren't. There's no horses. Maybe they added horses since I played last, but I remember that being a running joke, I think.
These two are travelers from afar.
From afar? Is that all we know of them?
Long story short,
Yeah, recount the whole thing.
I see.
We've got the time.
Welcome to Mondstadt. Though you haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I understand the anguish of being separated from family.
Do you, Kaya? Do you?
I'm not really sure why you're looking for the Anemo god. Oh, but everyone has their secrets, right? Relax. I won't press you for more. First and foremost, on behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I would like to extend our thanks to you for your help just now.
Yeah. So, where's the reward? No, we couldn't just, like, not help, right?
Your fight to defend the city against the dragon just now was witnessed by no small number of citizens. The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and formally invites you both to our headquarters.
Cool. Acting Grandmaster Jean? Dressing room unlocked. Cool. I guess we can view outfits. There's a lot. There's a lot. We're for the most part not gonna worry about it. Dressing room is just another place that they're gonna try to sell you skins and things. Because it's not enough to just have the gacha mechanics. We're going this way. This is the Knights of Favonius building, I believe.
This seems to be the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Let's head in.
Hey, girl.
Jean, what's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of Stormterror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them. And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
They're both pretty cute.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Lisa. I love the purple. Love a purple aesthetic.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out?
And it doesn't hurt that she also talks like that.
You're both so adorable. Sadly, the timing is regrettable. Stormterror has caused quite a ruckus in the region since its recent resurgence. Simply put, Mondstadt's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a kitten.
Elemental sphere and ley lines. Get used to, by the way. They're just gonna drop proper nouns on you, and maybe it will get explained later. But sometimes it isn't, at least not for a while, so just brace yourself. Brace yourself to not know everything all at once. There will be answers, but you gotta enjoy the chase a little bit in this game.
For a mage, it couldn't get much worse. My skin is one elemental particle away from a full-blown breakout.
If it weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have better ways to help you than just putting up missing person posters. We simply ask that you repose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your sister.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to help. What else am I gonna do? Just sit around and watch you guys get destroyed by a dragon? Guess we'll leave it up to you then. Where's the inn? No, I'll help.
Paimon will help too.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, Paimon.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
With Stormterror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity to cut this problem off at the source. Lisa has revealed the sources of Stormterror's power with her detection magic.
Oh?
Is that so?
Whoa, Kaya. What's your nose doing, dude? It's trying to send a signal.
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Stormterror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples.
Why not all 4?
I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
No, I don't. And again, they'll tell us. But you're gonna have to just live with it for now.
Paimon doesn't.
It must be a local thing. We'll ask later.
Knights of Favonius, time is against us. The storm is rampant. There's no point in maintaining a defensive position. All right, we need to take initiative and act before the situation escalates.
Cool. Oh, honestly, I've never done the Millie Astral Wonderland thing. Perhaps we can explore it together. But that was added after I stopped playing the game. Yeah? Is that everything? Nope. Keep going. Keep unlocking. Alright. Gosh, they are gonna make me do wishes, aren't they? Don't worry. I can cut that out. Alright, everyone. I had to take a moment and adjust some things, but we should be good. I didn't make any wishes. It told me to. But I only have 1 wish, and that's not usually the way you want to do it. Also in a different, well, not a different aspect ratio, probably. I went from full screen to windowed, though, because windowed is how I usually stream my stuff. And it's just, like, easier. But if anything looks a little, I don't know, smaller, that's why. Also, while we're in here, you're gonna want to acquire any and all sparkles. These are all physical books that I think we can read and collect in the game. I'm not going to be doing that now, but we will probably have a time where I go into my archive. If we like complete any collections, I'll go into the archive and we can read all of them. But yeah, so we've agreed to help with the Stormterror issue. Seems reasonable. We already shot at the dragon, like, what's the worst that could happen?
From now on, the adventures will probably get more and more dangerous. We should make sure we're prepared. We could start by going to Mondstadt's blacksmith.
Blacksmith? I guess we can go to the blacksmith. There's a lot. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of the main story quest. So it'll be in a couple of parts. All right, we can talk to the blacksmith. Let's talk to Wagner. Wagner. I think they pronounce it Wagner, but also I cannot tell you how little I want to do this. We're not doing Millie Astral Wonderland right now. Did I get a better weapon? Oh no, you're just wanting me to enhance the weapon. Enhancing weapons works similarly to leveling up everything else in the game. You've got materials, and you can sacrifice materials to level up things. It works pretty well. Gonna equip some stuff. Oh, hold on. Amber needs some equipment too, I think. No? Haven't gotten any new bows? Oh no, we have. This is also why you gotta check that sort of thing a lot. Any artifacts? I think we've only got the 2 artifacts, which is fine. I'm not... No. Actually. We don't need to do that right now. We'll get out of this tutorial eventually, I promise, but not before it gets annoying. I'm gonna talk to Wagner first. Oh, wait, Sparkles? It's not what I meant to do, but... You can sit in pretty much any, like, chair or bench or anything. It's really fun for, like, photo mode pictures of things. Hey, Wagner.
What?
I want to find a weapon for Paimon.
This is the first Paimon's heard about it. Huh. What, so you want Paimon on the front line now?
It's the least you could do, Paimon. I did save your life.
She's a tiny one, isn't she? It'd need to be purpose-built.
Wow, he does bespoke weaponry?
He's a blacksmith. That doesn't surprise me.
Of course. I sell weapons, make them to order, and do refinements. All in the job description for a blacksmith.
Exactly.
All you need is the ore.
Where do I get ore from?
Everywhere. You look confused. Listen, I'll tell you where the nearest deposits are. Bring some back and I'll help you forge what you need.
Sweet, thanks.
No need. I have other things to do.
He seems like a short-tempered guy. Was it something we said?
So we got that out there. We'll grab some ore, because remind me, where... Yeah, it's over by the teleport point. Before we go do that, I'm going to do a couple more things in the city. We're going to start with... talking to Amber at the temple. Oh, that's the temple. I thought she was talking... This is also a temple. It's a cathedral, technically. So we'll do that in a second. I'm also probably gonna... You're probably not gonna... I might not make you watch me climb to all of these, but I'm gonna get the... There's 2 teleport points in Mondstadt that I would really love to get. It makes navigating this game so much easier when you have the ability to teleport. That one was the easy one. The other one is, if I remember correctly, on top of the Knights of Favonius building. So, it's gonna take us a little more to get up there. Pinecone? I guess so. What I like to do... I'm gonna run all the way back up here to the cathedral. And then we're gonna wanna, because it's all the way up there. And as I said before with our low stamina bar, it's gonna be really hard to get all the way up there. However, you can climb on top of this statue and get a much greater vantage point if you know what you're doing. Oh god. That's a big if. Oh! Okay. Let's go out to here. And we're gonna try to glide over to the blue part of the roof, and from there we should be able to get up there. We just can't climb the whole frickin' building, you know? There we go. Ta-da! Teleport waypoint. That's all here, huh? Oh, there's another world quest we can pick up? Let's do that too. But also, there's chests up here.
I'll keep this
Luxurious chest. Those little 4-pointed star things, by the way, that we keep getting, are for pulling characters. It's the premium currency of the game. You're gonna want a lot of it. They're not gonna give you as much of it as you ever need. just get used to the facts of life on that one.
Is this an answer from this world?
Our other world quest, I think, is over here. Cyrus, how's it going? Drat, if only we had more manpower. What's wrong? Traveler, great timing. You've seen the tempest that the Stormterror has kicked up in Mondstadt, haven't you? We're standing in it, my dude. Yeah, I've seen it. The Knights of Favonius have mobilized their full strength. Naturally, the Adventurers Guild will not stand idly by. It's time for people to witness our strength. The Knights are in charge of internal security, but those foolish monsters outside the city walls are the specialty of the Adventurers Guild. The Guild's experienced hands have all been sent to various places to investigate, but I just fear for Jack. I'm right here. No, I'm kidding. He volunteered to go to the Thousand Winds Temple, but we haven't heard from him since. I like his spirit, but he's too rash sometimes and doesn't have enough experience. I worry that something might happen to him. Traveler, if you're willing, could you help me could you help me go to the Thousand Winds Temple to look for Jack? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I must oversee the situation here at the guild, or I would have gone myself. I'm counting on you. The guild must not lose another young soul. Are you not worried about my young soul? I guess not. Ooh, butterfly. Where are we? So we've got all of the temples that we gotta do. And the 2 world quests. I guess we'll start with the closest temple. And the closest temple will also give us our closest world quest. So, 2 birds, 1 stone and all that. I typically will do quests very out of order. We'll get everything done. But sometimes if there's like another like minor thing that I can do nearby, I will, you know? I try not to interrupt too much of the flow of a quest's storyline, but first of all, sometimes these quests will just take a long time. That's just the reality. And second of all, it's just easier. It's just easier to get stuff along the way. Here's the orb Ragnar was telling us about. We kind of saw it earlier, but I was ignoring it. Ta-da! There's a bunch of different types of chunks that you can get. These are all just iron, but there's like specialty iron and crystal and nonsense. And there's like gemstones that you can get too. I remember like purple electro crystals or something. This is the type of thing where I'm like, when I tell you that I'm not gonna worry about collecting materials largely in these videos, that's why. Because it's just like nodes scattered all over the place, and for the most part, it's pretty boring to watch. Alright. Amber, how can I help you with this temple?
This is it. One of the deserted temples of the Four Winds.
Is that too loud? I don't think so.
These
I think it's
temples
fine.
have been left to waste for years now. The people of Mondstadt almost never come here. There's a chance there's
Not
a
much of a
monster
temple,
nest
huh?
or hilichurl camp inside.
Hmm.
Even Stormterror has given up on its own temple.
You have a temple for the dragon?
Yes. I also find it hard to accept, but Stormterror was once one of the Four Winds.
I guess that makes sense. It is a very wind-coated dragon.
Huh?
Wait! Did you just feel that? The wind here. Something's off. Let's go in and take a look. Be careful. The dragon's power is disturbing this area.
Alright. We can do the temple. Temple of the Falcon, huh? Knights of Favonius have been mobilized to contain Stormterror's destructive rampage. Venture forth with Amber the Outrider to the Temple of the Falcon and stop Stormterror from gaining the power within. And we're just gonna stick with these. I tidied up a little bit. I did some polls, so we do have some extra characters, but until the tutorial is over, it's just gonna be me and Amber, which is fine. It's the tutorial dungeon.
You can use that console
Open door?
to open the door. Wow, I can see so far into the temple.
Wild. Amber has the ability to aim and shoot. While aiming, her arrows will accumulate charge, and once fully charged, yes, they gain pyro.
Get him!
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to remember it's the F key to pick things up, and not the E key. E key is your ability. Alright. No extra nonsense? Not even like a cabbage? Alright, fine. There we go. Elemental sight. To see the element's attributes of different objects, each element has its own color. I always forget that elemental sight is a thing in this game. But it's important for some puzzle solving things later. Green symbolizes Dendro, which can be ignited. Opponents' wooden shields are attributed to Dendro, which can be ignited with pyro skills, rendering them defenseless. So it's middle mouse button on here. Hold middle mouse button and you can see elements on things. A lot of the elemental sight stuff is pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure it doesn't surprise you that you can, you know, set a wooden shield on fire.
Oh no! A horn!
Ooh,
Fighting must have gone
that
on.
horns means we've got more hilichurls to
Good
fight.
thing I prepared my secret weapon, explosive puppet Berry Bunny.
Iron Bunny didn't even go off in time. I'm just simply too good at killing things. Gotta get the box. Those orbs that keep gathering to us after we kill things are also explained later. It's like the more destruction you do with specific elements, you get like elemental charge back. And that elemental charge will charge up like your ultimate abilities down here in the right. Your Q ability. Your E ability is on a cooldown. It'll recharge on its own, usually. The Q ability, you have to like continually do combat for them. And like puzzle solve and stuff.
Are those explosive barrels over there?
They sure are, babe.
Well, one shot should be able to blow them up. Let it rain.
Get him, Baron Bunny. Beautiful. I'm a better archer than you, bastard. Oh, I thought that was like another thing. We haven't encountered them yet, but there's bigger hilichurls that are usually harder to kill. They're called mitachurls, I believe. And that sound in my ear, I was certain I was about to get broadsided with a freaking axe. Okay.
It's so high. Seems like there's something up there.
But how do we get across?
Magic.
Isn't this a pyro monument? If we hit it with a powerful pyro attack, we might trigger it.
Those monuments are all over this game, and they're usually labeled with a specific elemental type. And you just gotta hit them with the element.
Dragon's breath. Is that where the power's coming from? Great. Let's smash it. Phew. I'm
Dragon's
tired.
breath.
But at least this way we've helped Jean out. In the past, we were at least able to defend the city and keep it safe. This, of course, is mostly thanks to Jean. But now with Stormterror directly attacking the city itself, the winds change. So too should our tactics.
Did you come up with that line?
It's what Lisa likes to say.
That tracks.
Speaking of which, the 4 winds we were discussing earlier, if you want to learn more about our history, you can ask Lisa.
Oh, we'll be talking to Lisa, don't worry.
I'm not saying I don't know our history, it's just...
How many books do you read, Amber?
I mean, a librarian is supposed to be more knowledgeable than an outrider, right?
I mean, you're probably not wrong. It may still behoove you to know some history, though. So when you finish a dungeon, there's an automatic timer in case you AFK during a dungeon. But you just gotta touch one of these little symbols, and it'll pop you back out in front. That's all. And now that we've beaten the dungeon once, it will also be on our map. We can access it as a teleport point now. And they're domains technically, these temples. And we will be using them later. The temples tend to be where you can acquire specific artifacts, which is the stuff that you equip to your character. There's domains for weapons, there's domains for level up materials. These little books are level up materials. All sorts of stuff. Again, mostly stuff we're not going to cover in this series of videos, but stuff that I will be doing off screen, and stuff that if you are planning on playing Genshin Impact, you will want to know about. Alright. I think I'm gonna go hit up this statue. Statue of the 7 over here to open up our map a little bit. But of course I've gotta meander.
like unwrapping a gift.
Hello? That's a dangerous slime. Very susceptible to fire. But they're also super annoying if you don't have a pyro character on you, because they'll just follow you and beat your behind. These little blue guys are also of importance. I don't know if I want to call it like a puzzle solving thing, but they're called Sealy, as the tooltip kind of told us. And you have to follow each one of them back to their statue. And it'll give you a chest. Hello? I saw you. The chests aren't super necessary, but I believe it's like a completionist thing to try to find all of the Sealy. Speaking of completionist things, excuse me. I'm in the middle of something here. These things are
It's
oculi.
Consolidated wind things.
Singular
Let's
oculus,
head back
plural
to the statue of the
oculi.
sun that wind dries and offer it to the gods. Well, you should come with me. Paimon will tell you about the rest later.
Each region has its own elemental themed oculi, usually relating to what god they worship. So, in Mondstadt, it's an Anemo oculi. Anemo oculus.
It's a statue of the seven. Let's make an offering and see if the gods respond.
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts, huh? I suppose so. Yeah, and there's more of our map up here. We'll worry about that later, but that is where one of our trials are. So, wanted to make sure we got that. And at each of the statues of the seven, as Paimon said, we can offer our Oculus. Doing so gets you, this is how you level up your stamina, which is really the primary reason to do this. Adventure experience is also good. Having a higher adventure level is always nice, but adventure experience is also, you get that from like a million other places. Prima Gems, as I said, is the premium currency to do like pulls and stuff, so it's also nice. And Anemo sigils are a different currency that we can use at the shop in Mondstadt. Marjorie's shop, I believe. I pointed her out while we were walking through. Takes a lot of Oculuses to fully level up a statue. I don't think have to get all 100% of the oculi to get a fully leveled up statue, but you gotta get most of them.
Can you feel the blessings of the seven? In Mondstadt, people call them animoculi.
Animoculi.
They can be fitted into the statue's eyes. Some stories say
That's
the statue's
wild.
eyes originally had gems that were taken by swallows, but animoculi never had a physical form from the start. People with visions collect them to offer to the statues as blessings. Unlike others with powers, you don't have a vision. But then the rules of this world don't apply to you anyway, so keep offering animoculi and maybe you'll receive more blessings.
That's so weirdly cut off. But that is another thing that we can discuss as we walk, perhaps. Paimon mentioned visions. And Amber has one that's kind of blocked by her arm down there. On her hip, you see this little emblem with like a fire symbol on them. That's called a vision. And the gist is that not everybody who lives in this world can do elemental magic. We're gonna do this one first. Not everybody can do elemental magic like our main characters can. But the people who can do elemental magic with an asterisk have these visions. There's usually some sort of event that happens where they are bequeathed it by a mentor, or it's formed from them overcoming some sort of trial or tribulation. Everybody's got like a crazy backstory, and there's so many characters that use visions that I simply don't know all of them, but everybody does have a vision except for Aether and Lumine. We don't have a fun little trinket. We're just a guy. And it's sort of explained away because Aether and Lumine aren't from this world, so their ability to perform elemental magic like this is just something that they can do without a vision, but it's not really explained, not as far as I know. We're not going to get an explanation as to why they're able to perform elemental magic without a vision, because that's not usually a thing that happens here. That's a dendro slime. Don't lie to me. There it is. That rock hitbox was being really weird. But yeah, we're gonna be looking for Oculuses is one of my top collectibles that I usually recommend people get, mostly for the stamina boost. Having extra stamina is going to really help you in the long run, because you use your stamina to be able to glide long distances, to be able to dash repeatedly, to get out of the way of attacks. It's just very useful. And the Prima Gems don't hurt either, obviously. Where is... Oh, it's up here. Oh, we're not... Ooh, we made it. Used all of my freaking stamina, dude. That's why you get the oculi. Temple's over there. We will hit that up momentarily. But first, there's another puzzle that we can do here that I can show you the mechanics of. We're not going to be covering all of the puzzles and nonsense, probably.
Disappear.
But, I do intend to show you guys how to do some mechanics. And I am not, immune to dillying and dallying on our adventure, so.
Is this an answer from this world?
So over here we've got a locked chest, which is usually a sealed chest, perhaps. It usually means you gotta fight something, but if you walk up to it and there's nothing to fight, then it's a puzzle. And this puzzle has to do with these little torches. See, we lit one up and part of the platform lit up. There's a bunch of them hidden around this area that we've gotta light. There was one, aha, up there. Beautiful.
Wow, these will come in handy.
And it's all for that puzzle. onward towards the temple, perhaps. Oh god. These things, I don't remember what they're called.
Not so hard.
They're just
escapes my sights.
incredibly annoying plants. Unfortunately for everybody, they do contain some pretty important level up materials, so we will have to be fighting them. This is kind of your first real introduction into like the importance of elemental synergy. With that, there was a moment there where it was charging like a big attack and it started to glow with that, it's an ice type plant and it was glowing with cryo energy. And I used my pyro abilities to stun it out of that attack pattern. So that I didn't have to deal with its bullshit any further. There's a lot of different elemental interactions in this game. There's like honestly bespoke elemental interactions between every possible element you could think of, I believe. And they all do something different. I know most of them, and we'll talk about them kind of as we hit that point. But if you ever have issues with them, obviously there's like a wiki, but there's a bunch of tutorials in this section that will tell you how it all works. The pyro and dendro reaction, the overload reaction that I triggered with those. We fought a couple of slimes that triggered it. It's all available for you. I think specifically, yeah, it tells you about each of the elements, and then you can, if it's water and cryo, you can freeze people. If it's water and pyro, you can vaporize things. Electrocharge is hydro and electro. It's a whole bunch of, it's honestly a really interestingly complex system of like how the elements work together. But I only have the vaguest memories of it right now because we're still pretty early on into this series. It's been years, my friends. Also, hi Kaya.
You've arrived.
Is that what you're calling it?
Come closer. Can you smell that?
The smell of fire? I was on fire earlier.
Something must have happened in the temple.
Oh yeah?
I imagine there will be slimes, hilly churls, and whatever's giving Stormterror extra power.
Probably.
Oh yes. It is going to be lively in there indeed.
Will it be dangerous? Probably. No doubt nothing more than a disorderly mob of creatures.
Oh, you're quite the brave one, aren't you? It's a pity that the Temple of the Wolf has been disturbed by such an atrocity. Let's head in. No one makes offerings to the Four Winds anymore, yet the old winds never vanish. We need to clear out the temples for the Four Winds.
Can do. After me. That, by the way, while we're prepping for this, Amber mentioned that one of the temples is Stormterror's, and that was kind of the answer to, you guys know why we're only clearing 3 of the 4 temples, right? And it's because the 4th temple is a boss fight with the dragon. So we're just doing baby temples right now.